a far party NPP amanyoku any and Simbia Echegua we feel say it's very important na yebe address it. Na I think say it's slow connection, right? So I need to get the connection right because it's like a little bit slow. You know, Emma, I don't know if bring them on camera. Oh, are you sure? So you are not seeing me on camera, or you are not seeing me, or what is happening? Because I can see, say, if hey boss, I'm waiting for you to contest that. Basically, and then me by life I just want us to address a nyoma bi wo ho a very very important na very critical ewo NPP amanyoku no ene yen kasa nso yen ho me feel say ehun behia. Now I've seen a lot of people slow connection. I think that or should I cut it and come back again, or I don't know. I am not getting the connection right. Or is it right? Oh, let me see. I don't know. Technology these days is becoming a problem, you know. Okay. Intino uwa maunyan share na ubia zwa uti ononso en share na onfre unuya na fre unuya na ye make sure say obia or Ghana in children in Piazu Babia and Suno and making sure that they will be on live to watch this particular episode. I think that's very important. So far, so good. What the naysayers were saying about Honorable Kennedy Japan, the presidency, any new man and any swadi who or person ye at the moment my Ghana. Na amanfo tautu kan sema kese twitwa nyoma mu nyina no. We can see say now ekwanmu ada ho ama Honorable Kennedy Japan akompreko is on his way to become the flag bearer of the new Patriotic Party. Some of them are political strategists. I always say no matter how hard they try, no matter how hard they try to destroy Kennedy Japan, Kennedy will definitely become the flag bearer of the new Patriotic Party. And the reason is simple. The streets are calling for Kennedy Japan. The market women are calling for Kennedy Japan. The ordinary Ghanaian are calling for Kennedy Japan. The engineers are calling for Kennedy Japan. All the ordinary Ghanaians are almost full say we need a change of leadership. A leader or a pragmatic leader. Or din nyoma papa beba Ghana fuabra bomu piano air calling for Kennedy Japan. And this is a time for you to get connected and then maybe consent power. And you know, I'm just trying to drum home a point that is very important. Me interview early January or somewhere February there. The party hierarchy were attacking me. Owusu Bempah no kwa se wabodam asemo all kan onimi de all kan ninseme nemu de ekoso please me stress enyo obia na oba me wo na be tro asem didi matemo a I'll block you because me the idea to me Facebook war I don't comment and I don't expect anybody unto person obetia you get out from here and you by force says otie what you say intino se wo ye wadwene se obetie me na obet yes say o baba yes say o baba be didi matem e wo me wo ho a I'll block you. It's as simple as that, and I'll make sure that I'll report you to the right me measure o se betie what you say me measure o se brabe tie me and as me measure o se be ka behwe the mayor wa we don't have any business if you don't want to listen to me. Me mepa o cho say brabe hwe me what you say if you don't have any business don't come here and come and listen. Because when you say, me my Facebook live, rough. I don't use social media unnecessarily. You understand? So anytime I come on social media, it's a serious business. Because me, I have a purpose in life. And I'm not somebody who will just be getting out and using social media anyhow because they feel say they want to use it. Because I'm a media person and I understand the media. It is what to use the media for. You don't have any business to come here and be talking. What do you say? You know, a very, very important. Say people will understand that if you can't stand in here, you get out from here and you go and listen to your nincompoops or more the other side. Who say or more now believe in them, you can go and listen to them. Minianum, a very important say 3 months ago, and I'm making this statement, almost about 5 months, 6 months ago, when the president may make issues say, may experience in Ghanaian politics, may cause no youth in Ghana. I also a bebunua or me age. What you say 40 below. I see what kwadari wa manyo sema when you experience a me Owusu Bempah. I've worked with various presidents. I've worked with people who wield power and know how to handle power and understand the body language of the ordinary people. I know what I'm talking about. Immediately, I'm a background interview. I'm a car about Honorable Kennedy Japan and how the ordinary Ghanaian people are calling for Kennedy Japan to become the president of Ghana. And the way a Ghana for the Hokeka, a party, 2.1 million people are metuabano. E be approach here no catch say Owusu Bempah Kennedy Japan a man for now mantini and tuaba. And these are facts. Majority of them has their issues and I know the young kind, but one way or the other, no man kitting bia SCCA a child say na Ghana fall were looking for a leader or a pragmatic, a leader that can change the face of Ghanaian politics, and no any leader na omore. It is our leadership, no, and I'm a once some time ago. Mwanji Antumo. Now, election year 2028 elections, no. NPP amanyoku yentias say election year kono political party enti na year cause election. No, Ghana for are sick and tired of the various political parties. Ghanaians are looking for a unique character. A leader. Everyone said this leader is honest. Honesty. They are looking for a member, a leader, a personality, or credibility. Aobejina Ghana fuenim na oka semwa Ghana for bejina die. They are not looking for any other leader, but they are looking for these cardinal characteristics of a personality. Ghana so. Because Ghana for say it's business as usual. The youth want to hear a leader or sorry no pano si ene mebunu memo juma 2 million jobs. You can trust him and know say this man can deliver. And the youth no mabano. They want their life to be transformed. They need a change. Too much talks. Kasatintina doson. Ama enei Ghana for hwehwe ensuma kese bia mana pie emabunu no hwehwe leader bia or the dynamism or the trustworthiness, transparency ebeye adwuma. Eno na Ghana for say omo na yenhwe ade bi the trajectory of Ghanaian politics. Ni yenhwe politicians who are anano many papa bi she was politicians there munyina sa na motie mo betima hyeboa ebeduru oze ebeto aba na mo ka bibi foforo kire. They say we are sick and tired of you politicians and throw no doors. Ye hia obi a obetimi aba be di leader It got to a point where now Nkofobia can say even what is happening in outside the countries, no, obu okromo pe baye Ghana de pe democracy. Na leadership wa Ghana for who say ye wo oberima bi wo Ghana ha. Ono de so te the party mu na ne party nyoma bi koso na enkoyi a obesori agina no asekire ne sebi asamiensa na waka ho asem. Ye oberima bi wo ho no mo a ne maame ne wona ne maame no na odi bone na nya obeka. In our part of society you who say anything that anybody you are seen as a bad person and as somebody who is always saying the truth or saying the truth, no, you are bad. This is a time ye mabunu aye bano ye suan yomabi say let's conscientize our mindset and look at the kind of leadership that we are building for ourselves for the future. Kennedy and Japan is the answer for you. No leader at this moment in the trying moment of Ghanaian politics, trying moment in Ghanaian politics, can compare themselves to Kennedy or any Akompre Japan. And I'm say a party for the baby. Sorry, and we are having a moral audacity. Sorry, say we are going out there to fight Galamsey. And then we have the nerves to be criticizing John Dramani Mahama. And then me Owusu Bempah, me, I will not go into that tangent. And everybody become as my people think I'm just being controversial. But it's a fact. No kre near New 2012. And I am be a quiet demonstrating it here John Dramani Mahama. Say John Dramani Mahama buying at the Ghana Dani Galamsey headquarters. Near to Kroma. And a Ghana for ye party for you should Galamsey for politics. Ama the sitting president Akufo-Addo adding the life to on the line the presidency added to online Obafo for first week because the people that he hide around him, majority of them allegedly were part of this Galamsey here. The NDC for Mesa no my in Galamsey no. Some of them came to continue. So what moral right have we got to even come back and today use Galamsey to do politics? The leader know what you want to do Akufo-Addo. Or you're not going to fighting Galamsey. But because some people were doing it under his own watch, allegedly, and you know, to me, I'm fighting to achieve the dreams of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. It is a neno. What sorry the Galamsey Babe politics are. And MTT say people are talking about it using as an issue. What do you say? Now, we a leader. Na se nei Kennedy Japan a president. Who born dogs and me Owusu Bempah me say me Galamsey manye bida. Manye bida and na me nye biso da. So Owusu Bempah na ma sorry anopa. Anda se bia Kennedy Japan ye president Ukruma. Na me Owusu Bempah sorry say ebia me appointee wona ban mu a ono be hwe me se me koye Galamsey. Anka dia na dia be chino anka the next day I'm out. He will sack you and take you to jail. And that is the kind of leader that we are talking about. A leader who is brute. A leader who will make sure he put his foot on down and will make sure the right thing is done. He doesn't care who is a family member or brother or whoever it is. And that is the kind of leader the Ghanaian people are calling for. The leader who walk the talk. Asamu Americano simple. Ghana has come into a crossroad. Ghana is in Kontanai. Ye ko ye nimuno. Ya ko abatuom ama ye hunu. Ya so nsuo aswansa. Ye hunu de eko. Eti mum ye ntase ne sabese paniko ni na haban. Enyoma ye nyina no dachi bi ebebu nkuntawo. Na eya na mo se mayenka. Leader no amosese amanfo bi ani abrea. Omo ka gidigidi emfa Dr. Baomi amra o ukoka na ukoyia no ukoka asem bia yesi udi na tem. In the eyes of the ordinary Ghanaian, Musi, you try no 3 times. You try no first one. It yes am fanam rebium. Me busao common long knowledge. U de Ghana for ina me to amam. Say u product. Na that product no. O de akodwom akoton. Obi anim se pen we a big pen. Obi ati din big pen. Obi ati. Na so de kotu dwom se o ton se big pen we ma take so obi ameto obi ampeso beto. Even though the product is very well known and marketable, but nobody want to use their purchasing power to buy that product. Minianum says, will it be wise for anybody in their right frame of mind? Says our product to now must say, and now you the number first one. Oh, yeah, and talk Ghana for and talk the worst performance in the history of Ghanaian politics. It been see that in the Fourth Republic. So product now must say marketable. Ya market ya penny phobi any party phobi try so me convince delegates for enkotono. Nipa no ya did not buy that product. We tried to market that product for 16 years. Ya market is our product, you know. Dr. Bawumia Yusuno in that angle. He was a running mate for Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Dr. Bawumia was known everywhere. For 8 good years, he stood in the Supreme Court, market himself. You and I were not there. He became the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana for 8 years, head of the economic management team. Product to know Ghana in Chono ni Chiasu baby obia ni msa product to know. Anka yankwa jinana kiyebua. That kind of marketability a product to know enya no. Some marketability ni openness. I don't think any candidate in the history of Ghanaian politics, not even Kwame Nkrumah, had that opportunity of marketing himself for 16 years. Kwame Nkrumah had that opportunity, no? Delegates. Kwame Nkrumah, he had an opportunity to market himself. Bra declare positive action 1940. 8 disturbances almost declare positive action. Kwame Nkrumah ye chain obey prime minister or there if he has a contested 1956 elections are winning just 4 years no the marketing once 5 years no the marketing no. Kwame Nkrumah, the one of the finest president in the history of Ghana, went near marketing who the way Dr. Bawumia marketing as a vice president, a running mate for a sitting president, and then making himself so marketable. Now a product, yeah, this our product now. One marketing home for 8 years as a running mate, and then 8 years as a vice president of the Republic of Ghana. One marketing one na this our product no abba. It just say Ghana for talk. The Zongo community enter, the Muslim community enter. Yenuanum a Christopher ne yenuanum Ghana for nyina omonto Ghana for anto Dr. Bawumia omanto. The product is well known. This a pen ye kutami obi anim se pen we your friend big and as a product we your friend Samsung mobile phone obi anim, but when you put it in the market they deliberately don't want to buy it. And that is where the analysis delegates, that is where you must get the analysis right, irrespective of how the product is so marketable as some people are making it. Say the product is so marketable, it's require beton. I don't get it. The Ghanaian people didn't buy it. Oman talk. Say upusu no numa na atene kankan. And then penifone bu baby say ye pa ye be hunti de achichire boa. It is say ya dia, we need to understand the dichotomy. Say product to know ya sell Dr. Bawumia in the history of Ghanaian politics. Kwame Nkrumah kro entima selling the way Dr. Bawumia entima selling e Ghanaian politics. Me Owusu Bempah mi tiwe say wo de me ko na mo marketing said the Dr. Bawumia platform awunyaye under the back foot of Akufo-Addo. He masqueraded on the popularity of Akufo-Addo, one of the most popular politicians in the history of Ghana. Who you Rollins ni J. Akufo-Addo. At that time, at that moment, Akufo-Addo was so popular. He chose you as his running mate. He gave you all the opportunity to market yourself. The platform was there. Winning this election was a done deal, Dr. Bawumia. You could have won this election hands down if Ghanaian people wanted to buy you. The product. I'm talking about the product, Bawumia. So what are we talking about, fellow delegates? Yen Sheno from that angle. Sesebio mikuta banji. Ana mikuta product ame pese meton. Na product no. Ma bohu deura shedema titi deuro na bohu akahu sema chirechiremu a chire rules and regulations e wo ho ni bibia magana fo obia hu na me the product na badwom e dia ba beto market se me ton me the price above still omanfo no so omonto and still Ghana for ye ti wo no timamufuo no ye atide timamufuo no ka no ye nye ya adwene se betie na emom no ye de product no a omoso omompe no eno a na ye se ye de bebrem product no a omoso omompe no na che se indirectly na NPP kwa we trying to disrespect the Ghanaian people omukuta the sovereign will of the people we are trying to disrespect it. Fellow delegates mumia chedi ye pa. Say product to Ghanaians totally rejected us, rejected our candidate. Yem peno, mo de ba yen to product no yem pe. As out society now ye choba. Na nkrofo bi se bi omu ni preku. Omu si omu ni preku. Now ye choba no se bi baby a wo ye choba no. Eho no mu na omu aka wo de aduane abesu omu apo aduane no. Na de chinya wo de preko ya san ba besi wo de ye choba de ama omu se omu by force mumra medi because de mo kanu ye nti so dogo bi no abe wo fi sa choba do obi ba be didi ho obi anu ba be didi ho. That's common sense. Aye politics ni ye se sabi ye de remote control in e be flag bearer na Ghana for so mbeto no a ne benya tumi a. Why are we wasting our time trying to please people? Now nim enra ne nano ensembia metete ye ne dem de mani hu pa no amama hu se amfo bi Dr. Bawumia eye krokro de John ebi no mo ka kire me se Owusu Bempah nya botre na ba bi a wo ne de ye no na wo ho na ye pe bibi ye nim de ye hwehwe obetrase na ade betwe no obehu no na edan suo na nipanim nipa toto urofo pa meji omu dia mehu omu TV so a omu ne papa inam party mi kosi nkonya allegedly o baby etimi kasa ansem we etimi ka me bi be pie manim se Owusu Bempah nya botre me ha hokura na papa ne de ye gi salary ye tu ye galamse na ye nim ba bi a ye de ade ne ko ye nim pa appear 2-3 times ama me matibi and I will share high profile people I was shocked to the core. Say Dr. Bawumia say unkrofo a no mu kase ya no mu ko ba bebre say bebre no ma balangad. Really? But unim said ye koni. And I said you omo your crocro de John Cro. They know your people around you. Me see epinu wa omo voice conversation with people. Ya chi egu paper so ya chi egu yiso e at the right time we will blow it all up. We will blow it all up for you to know the kind of people around you. Omo ankasa nim se abato ya yekotui o product no is a bad product and nobody want to buy it, but they still want to push you to go out there because said you and your ma be pie mu akiri eno ene hia omo. Is it all about that? Is it all about certain people's parochial interest, or is it about capturing political power and making NPP share? You know him say NDC for messing up big time. They are messing up, but they all turn around na ye party communicators ni bi atrese oh ena mo sorry amo ye Kennedy mo sorry amo ye internal munya sa de no na mo mra be attack NDC wana ka kire say sa dwaso hantan fi areho wana be muntie sa be na mebu no dwaso hantan fi areho ko bi sa nana sa be na mebu no dwaso hantan fi areho efie dere am efie abosia atwitwa yen yes yen kwa bonten ko super bonten sofo. We don't have any moral right at this moment to criticize the NDC because we have failed in all flaws. Failed. And we need to get the moral high ground before we can criticize the NDC. If we don't have the moral high ground, we can never do that. Except a dishonest politician. Except somebody who doesn't have that kind of political, purging. And Obeka to say, I'm sorry. Now you criticize the NDC at the moment. Just one time you talk about Galamsey when we all know say NDC messed up in 2012, 2016. They messed up with Galamsey. When we came, we should have used that opportunity to change the system, to show to Ghanaians and say, yay, we are better than them. We can do better. But what happened? Our very own people were messing up with Galamsey. And yet, we were kicked out of power propaganda. And then, you have come back in opposition now. You want to come and tell Ghanaian people, say, you are better off. It will take a foolish, strategic politician to talk like that. Because Ghanaians will not buy it. They will not buy it. Nobody will buy that. And you need to understand that Ghana electricity, omunyan kwasiafo. Said you omuni munyansa chen ye kasam. Said you omuni munyansa. Omadwini mu daho. Iti sa krokro de John politics na ye no. Yenyai. Iti me de ensemo amatie every close circles of Dr. Bawumia. Me ho adwini me. Say, is that how they are doing it? People are just playing with a man all along. But they know, they themselves, they know. Some of them are acting like Marcus Brutus in the days of Julius Caesar. So what kind of Marcus Brutus, the conspirators, Caius Cassius, Metellus Symbanum. Go and read the book of Julius Caesar. You will understand what I'm talking about. Dr. Bawumia, go and read the book of Julius Caesar. And during the election day, you turn around and say, "Etu brute," you will be shocked. You will be shocked to the core. And your mama te, and in your free one casa winner circle. Ozu about now, but na ye ni muna oh, ye ni muna eko, ye, ude ye or ude ye nim ye. Like seriously? And penny for to Aomu ben papay. You could da baby no cancel say But Dr. Bawumia himself go for him na omo ye nkrofo or no omo campaign. Nye bi na say bi kan na yenim delegates. And a delegates yenim omo beto abama Kennedy Japan. And yenim omo beto abama Dr. Bawumia. Oh, we got these delegates in the bank. Hey, fellow delegates. They say they have a objects. Nkofo to me catch say mudi emunu ya storm in a bank. Mudi emunu ya toma dwene dia to order da. Etinu mo ye den a mo ba wa koto aba Dr. Bawumia. That is what some of them are saying. And in the course of time, they bought these audios. It will shock you. It will shock you people. Hey, sanity. Say, we are taking Obia onono ma utumi nidu kokromoti ma utumi no. We are taking them for granted. Ye bu delegates. Ye nim say ye be kan ensempa ache delegates. Ye nim say ye be ko form ne ye bunkotodwe apamocho. Se baby ye du no dom ne bremu no. Ye de sebi ye ntoto mo ase. Mo na mo kura tumi no. Na mo na mo hye ni munyam. Muna mo share Professor Dubu Ahi and Munyam. Muna mo share J.O. Kufu and Munyam. Muna mo share Nanado Danko Kufu Ado and Munyam. Ye gidi ye say. Sa domni ni brewe muno. 31st of January. Mo be share. Kennedy akompra ko Japan animunyam. We believe in that. Yede yenye ye say ayipemu na ye kotase ni ateki for granted say mu de emu no ya chimo adwene ato ho we si mi wo say na we MPP asori me nkrofo kra na me ne omo kasa no we mu de omo ye me nkrofo ndo mbeto abama busa ho say MP no be kasa asem ne kire wa busa ho say who as an individual again na why am those people who are talking, what have they done to transform you the delegates their lives? Nanu na me ofa Katie Amond. Obi a me bu no penasem fere no. Me ofa Katie Amond akogina delegates animu a ka ofa obeka semu a anka ofa ka ukra de anka obia beka bibia anka nyewa. But what's a mauka no? Ama me madwene twa ko dasem bia wo anka sa close friend bi ka kire me say no sansem na mo keka no mu fu Ghana fo bo se be ya Dr. Bawumia be lose elections. Enti mu nsem a mo keka no munim de enti a mo keka sa. Ye de yemfa ho ye de mu ka de. Na se munim se sa na mo ye de a. Adedina you go there and dishonestly tell the man that he's winning. Meanwhile you people know that he's not winning. And then when Musa Dankwa would money to also. And then Musa Dankwa dear Noka. Musa Dankwa said ye. Na young croft what you kasa. Now the my dear Yemehi. Yeah, let's I see you know before I be shasi no. Because granting interview first one. Ombuza me me can say Ghana for say someone for Canada Japan ama yen twaba. Na party mpenimfo toto wurofo esime kon so Owusu Bempah bususem. As a deputy communication director, I am supposed to communicate what the grievances of the ordinary people. Politics is about human beings. Politics is about interaction between human beings and the democracy in the air. Now say me as a deputy communication director, NPP chamia bedi achiri. Me kwa bontina se manfo no nsem omo ka kire me afa me party hono. Me begina wo de tu dwase de be a party man betia yesi anti bida na emom no Professor Okwe committee report abeda bontin ene emeda bontin yesi obi ani party ba bi ani bi enti nsemu a wo mu a Professor Okwe committee ye kan one candidate in Kwa seems to have what is inside the Professor Okwe committee and I sorry ani abetrance ye campaign ani e bibi so ni a embellish na asem na ye no kura ni a turn no ni a can upside down just to favor one candidate enti yanso de enim fa Professor Okwe committee ho no me so me ma site no me Owusu Bempah me fa metudwa na me kasa Professor Okwe committee ne say a Christopher or Ghana majority of them doesn't want to vote for Bawumia I see in the report so we should come and say it that they don't want a leader who come from a year almost on beto abama no na da Professor Okwe committee no and somewhere kan wo mu no yenso yefa metudwa said ye hu no e no kre enti emeka fellow delegates enye Dr. Bawumia na da obegina no kan no cheche nyoma mu kan about what happened in the committee yes Canada Japan na ne kasa bi okeka ye ene ma yelusu is it in the Professor Okwe committee report mu say Obi Beka said when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose us. And indeed, it exposed us. It weighed on credibility issue in the eyes of the Ghanaian people, and they didn't vote for him. They didn't want to hear him because they saw him as not credible. True. Say ethnicity and tribalism played a role in the Ghanaian politics in 2024. That a certain group of tribe will be full say good favor for them, and that they are not going to vote for certain particular candidate. And you know, our report sweeping under the carpet because we want the candidate to come and lead. And you know, mayanka no mo anu ye so mbeka obi de Professor Okwe committee no me there almost report no bra metima ka cover to cover 60% of the problem. It will put it on the doorstep of Dr. Bawumia. 60% of the findings of Professor Okey committee was put on the doorstep of Dr. Bawumia. That's why Osei Chairman Sobos was too quick to come out with his own findings. I know your propaganda. Echo round almost small minua ba so adwasa fuso say omra no make kasa kasa. Na me de Miami General Secretary say asema make senya no kura omfa meto abontini nyina yehumbi. Say Professor Okey committee dey na wo mu dey na kafa Dr. Bawumia ho. Say if you want to be fair say omo bi omo ba na omo ba beka and na Kennedy Japan and na say me de wo me de anybody. So be our Professor Okey committee report. Omo fa meto abontini nyina hye kokom. Ne ehunu de kafa Dr. Bawumia ho. Why is it that the Zongo community, the entire Zongo community in Ghana, apart from Winneba Zongo, the whole entire community, Zongo community, voted against Dr. Bawumia, our candidate. They rejected him outright. Why is it that Akufo-Addo in 2020 left a voting population of 6.7 million NPP base? And Ojato, Dr. Bawumia Kona Edu 4.3 million. What Teso? Almost 2.1 million. Why? There must be a reason. And it's in the Professor Okey committee report. Ye sorry ye nyine nim se kusasi ni mampusi ntokwa eyadia eye da ye nyina ye nuanom no omo kusasi fo ye nua mampusi fo ye nua ba ye nse kesa edie ne si ye entia a group of people before say ye koto abama sa candidate we ya, it is going to cause our problem entia ye entrance na ye si otumi aye peninti no sa candidate o ye in between these two tribes no ye emfa sa candidate ne mra. It is going to cost the fortune of our political fortune. And we should know, no wise political party, we will not make that mistake. And I believe that the delegates will not make that mistake. Because, gamble, because it will be personal interest. We won't gamble. Because we know, say, that report has cautioned us. So why are we doing this to ourselves? When you tribal politics, it's a fact. It's a fact. And let's face the fact. On one kasa Dr. Bawumia no nim. It no formal on one slogan, it is possible. No nim say, baby ojinano, he stand in a sensitive area of becoming a president of Ghana. No, that one will cost him. He knows. That's why he coined the jargon, it is possible. He knows it is impossible for other tribes on the other side to vote for him. And some of them are majority. We know them. They are all brothers. We know the other side and we know the other side. He knows. Say it is impossible. And do not call his slogan, it is possible. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Yen kanu krenjere yamu. Ene ye wai kroneni. Ama ubia hu baby adinitwa. Because when they call in a jargon, it is possible. What was possible? That the Zongo community one kasa ko jina baby kaze the me Dr. Bawumia me Muslim media. Samudi mi begina me fa Zongo for fala say kutu say bam. Obefa onwe ne kai. These are facts. Obianka say, what happened? And then they go to a whole Zongo community and the Muslim community, you lost miserably there. Would you forget about even the tribe matter? A whole report to Professor Okey committee report the womb. And Musa Dankwa, in the first interview with Paul Adumoche, or say it will be in the interest of Dr. Bawumia and serve the interest of the NPP. Say, or best step aside. not to contest any election. Because the future of NPP, no, so step aside the beboa. Musa Dankwa. And yemen am kind. Enti Dankwa Buzia tradition. NPP of yesteryears. Enuni. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Is it about people's selfish interest? Is it about leadership? Or is it about NPP? A pesi ekoton candidate. Yedene kwa Ghana fo nyina begina tum, irrespective of your tribe, irrespective of your religion, irrespective of your background, irrespective of what you said, irrespective of your whatever. The Ghanaian people will accept you. And I mean, you on the other side, try no person use personal attacks on Kennedy Japan. Personal attacks. But when you compare both sides, Dr. Bawumia has a baggage as a political strategist. Dr. Bawumia has a baggage 2 million times than Kennedy Japan. And if you like, in the coming days, we will explain for you to know why product ID code Domuno. See a quacoton may come back to that product. Product no yatonwa bohu de uru achire Ghana nchuono no ntwiaso baabia ama the product Bawumia na oda attention so pampan so a sa pampan no na pampan no ye golden pampan a ye de ko dwa so a anka obi nto obi enkwa gina no wabua ye sell this product but who de uro chire Ghana for nyina, and yet we told the product say mumra meto product ne beboa mo Ghana for ye ntono ne entono china na se bi nka ye obi a ke beta se ne sabe se paniko ni na haban ni ehunu se product na edi ko dwom no sa product no Ghana for se omompe. And I walk to it will take me, listen, I've been trained by the former president Jerry John Rawlings, and I understand politics. I understand the body language of Ghanaian people, and I know and believe, hopefully, Ghanaians want a different leader at this point in time. And yet Bawumia Assembly Kana Ghanaians, Musori Anumakao, Kennedy Japan, presidential material. If you understand the minds of Ghanaians, Mukasa kwani fugana fobo. Mukasa ni fugana fobo. They don't care about whatever you think he is. Ebra, unyankopon ni si hinu. E kachire mu. Ebra nyankopon ye na dwe so be shira Jesse ne ma. Jesse ne ma. Ah? O say obofo no odo obofo no ko Jesse fie so kwa ko shira wo mu. Oduru ho no. No so money nyina no say ai me money nyina ni. O hwesa o say no unya menye sure so money nyina ni. O so money nyina ni. Si no, o si akaba akon. Ozo di o kanyan so no hyenwura mu ona, o kanyan so no a yemfa ne hwe no a onyin de oye no. O si ko frɛ ne bra. O ba no so we na me de be chichi masafo. Nti unya ni pa o. Onyame na si hene na obie wa no ka so obi nye presidential material. Etino in all angles. Ghanaians omunfa hu. The Gen Zs they want a leader who can crack the whip. Leadership. Kennedy Japan, Ubonidia, look at what they hear, they tell you. Papa Wedi Okano credibility, honesty. It is what they are looking for. Papa Wedi Okano that is what they are talking about. Kennedy Japan. Can we say that about Dr. Bawumia? I'm not saying it's about Bawumia, but Ghana for Neka. And that is a perception. In politics, when you allow people to build a perception around you, it becomes difficult to demystify that perception. So say Ghana for about Dr. Bawumia. You can tell me, if you're a political science, just come out and let's discuss this issue passionately. Oh, economy no bit much change na mana ayese heaven. And I say fundamentals no bit my in and I say those people are Zongo community or no aye Muslim. I also bit my vote to ni na maye no. Se so ko na platform to be san ka so bit my miracles. Amazongo ho ye be winning. Omo come in here because me tia say. And I say northern region one nya 0.0000000 no. What is he going to do? Because he stand at the crossroad between two tribes. A long-standing feud. If we're able to solve Mampusi and Kusasi problem, then Dr. Bawumia, you have a chance. But today, looking at that problem is there, and we know that is a problem. Na sebio uko sebio aprinkin sima kromwa. Na sebio amokuya kromwa. Na sebio wonfa dia ne nkatie sa. Na ukofa bibi fufura. Sebio ubede timako. Akwa so dia amokuya ye nkatie nkwan. Ko de busuam. There's going to be a problem. And that is why he knew that he was standing in the midst of a deep blue sea. Fire ni crazy. Yet there be sparking. It nobody is preaching tribal, but it's a fact. So see, how many Kusasi people do we have in Ghana? Me estimate we have about 2.6 million people in Ghana. How we Kusasi for? And automatically elected Bawumia, it means that 2.6 million people are not going to vote for Bawumia. Why don't we accept that fact? Why? Why are we doing to ourselves? In the NPP program, you vote to look around a buyer in Yan and Anwin, a super tick, because we have a 2.6 million deficit already. Why don't we tell ourselves the truth? Say and solve that problem there between Kusasis and Mampusisa. There's no way we can solve that problem and bring a candidate that we are in the middle of that, and we want to go and sell that candidate to the people. Professor Kwe committee report, I come home and can't say you, but because this issue played a role, the issue in the north, it played a role. Because that issue of Mekaba, this issue played a major role. Why do we want to do a political gambling? Why? Why do you want to gamble? Why do we want to go out there and gamble? Because we feel say Ekufuado, didn't call me they were a total different issue. Obika said you Ekufuado ya chimney if problem or a candidate in the bar if was anti-force I just had Ubiaka. It's not there. There's nothing like that there. Ekufuado and Gokan Jobias, when the fundamentals are weak, there's been to expose us. He never talked about economy. Ekufuado was a victim of circumstance. Ghanaians saw Ekufuado as a president that never was. And they wanted to give him the opportunity to show what he can do. And that was something that was an adrenaline that was building in the minds of the ordinary Ghanaian people. That analysis is totally different. When it comes to J. Kufuor, time or Okoye, the gentle giant, he emerged. And people thought that the way a manner or standing election, I will now vote to change Professor Dubois. And that time, in time, the NPP was boiling up and building a political party. And Kufuor being from the Buzia stock, why year minister or Buzia time, they thought say they would give him the opportunity to see what he can showcase in 2000. And lo and behold, he won that elections. But Dr. Bawumia, we cannot gamble with that 2 times, 3 times issue now more canon. It won't work. It won't. Because Maka and American. There is a lot of baggage on that candidate. And if we unless we want to go and gamble. Unless we want to go and gamble. Unless we want to go and gamble. I know as a political party, then we will continue to stay in the wilderness for so long a time. Ghana for say Omontono. Credibility issue is a problem if you are doing politics. Why do you think former President Rawlings was loved by many? We are political scientists. I'll go and check. Obumu said the Ghanaians love him. Kennedy Japo Obumu said the Ghanaian people know one thing about him that will resonate. And they so busa every Ghanaian in every household. Oh, Papa ne friend Kennedy Japan no then how they be kaino. Oh, sa papa ne de on pem kwasi asemu. Ono de okanu kureu. And that is what is resonating on the minds. Sa papa ne de or you be or nani edin or to me the nice sea form ne maame no na unka no kra untimi ne nante ne party kura mu na se bibisia obetima ka no kra na kirewo obe look into your eyes and tell you the truth. She say Ghana baby aye duru no enye about book and akotrase ni ama lectures, long lectures. It's boring. The ordinary Ghanaian people. Me share businessman say we are getting sick and tired of you politicians giving us long speeches, long and I the way back. No, they need a pragmatic leader. Somebody who will bring a fresh sigh of relief to the ordinary Ghanaian people. Let's Ghanaians take the necessary risk and elect Honorable Kennedy Japan. Sisi Ghana for are yearning for a new leader. A new dawning is blowing. A new wind is blowing all over Africa. A new leadership that the people can resonate with. Leadership that can talk the body language of the ordinary people. The leadership or can the language of the streets. Kennedy Japan is the man. Is the big deal. He speaks the language of the street. Kennedy speaks the language of the street. Every ordinary Ghanaian see themselves in Kennedy Japan. Let me tell you, it's not a kind of a bourgeois kind of thing. Kennedy Japan, waton PK da. Ne maame every ekurasi to asen dumping. Abrantie di abrabon kakra and otimi call Adisadel College. No swan trunk, no kwa Adisadel College. He was a brilliant student. Owie ye no Wamfa a year and yes, sebi me be transfer to school. Or to quine Eko Dru Germany, ko Hurunkukum or Hurunkukum or Germany. He was washing dishes in Germany. From there, he traveled to America to become a taxi driver. He started making millions and saving. He bought his first house in East Legon through Azuma Nelson. He started building his empire. And here he is, Kennedy Japan. How many politicians? Every Ghanaian see themselves in Kennedy Japan. Every Ghanaian. The young boy in the village in Ochemberiate, who said Kennedy is somebody who's an inspiration to him. That young girl, Nemamito PK or Kwaonwa, also say he cannot think of the next meal the next day, see themselves in Kennedy Japan. That bogano or John Kukuomu or Germany and America and say Italy and France. Our only hope because of the economic situation that they find themselves, they see themselves in Kennedy, Japan. That taxi driver who's driving a taxi or Uber in the New York City, anywhere around Accra, Kumasi, or a taxi driver, only what tomorrow brings, that the life has become so hard for him, they see themselves in Kennedy, Japan. That businessman, no, or tiwa wa building the business, economic situation is hitting them so hard that they cannot understand how they come to build their businesses and sort out the next day. No, they see themselves in Kennedy, Japan. This is a new leader, fellow Ghanaians, we are bringing to you. A new leader who understands every fabric of society in Ghana. Kennedy Japan have been there. He has seen it. He has done it. And he knows how to solve the problems of the ordinary Ghanaian. Forget about the naysayers. NPP spirit need to be resurrected. Our party is dead and we need to come back. The party need to come out. And next Ghana, what to say? Kennedy Japan said, the flag bearer of the new Patriotic Party, you see how the party adrenaline will resurrect. The spirit of the NPP will get up. I didn't think because of individual selfish interest. If you say, oh, me, intino sebi, you raketi hamo, sebi unyansa baby wodri. Uti aseme wo fano, me poasem, asema obekan wo constituency adanse asokwa. And kenye honorable Kennedy Japan, and about minimum crowd about 3 times. Can you've lost the election long time in Adanso at the Asukwa, or the resources, and a bebo, and ne utminya, sebi kumasi yonko, a beya wa mayan wontia, Kennedy Japan any photo. Unyankupon ordainino. You can never, ever. Unyankupon, u baby a wadwene dase, u fu se hono na emi. Leadership are made and placed by God. Nobody can. So me, I've seen it. Say Kennedy will be sworn in as the president of the Republic of Ghana. Me, Owusu Bempah, I've seen it. No matter what anybody will do, any dumane, any dumachina. In some way, I am making a point. Said there is a new wind of change blowing in Africa. Leadership are pragmatic. Leadership are walk with the talk. Leadership are already theories atun chain practical to make Africa a better place. Ghana, we are looking for that leadership. Ghanaians are yearning and desiring for that kind of leadership. Ghanaians are calling for that leadership. Omu pe leader or chano pa or sorry no pa. Ye boni dia police for intimate je bribe street so because they know that kind of leadership will not tolerate that. Leader a soldier 14 di omu say papa we ono no de no no ani botom sika. No politician in this country ebetima sorry no pa politicians gi sika near the sabio ye de ye nyoma ehu hia. Can Japan Timothy bottom sika $7 million, $6 million? And you see cardiothoracic center, military 37 military hospital. Since independence, no politician has ever done that. Let them come and tell me. Almost sorry, Anna. Wajé contract bibri. Let's take it. Let's grant it. So wajé contract bibri. Canada Japan wajé contract no. Sebi wan fan ko $2 in the fan more baby anko da hotel. Canada Japan use that money to build a cardiothoracic center for the entire nation, one of the biggest military hospitals in this country. And you are telling me that man is not the right material to become the president or the flag bearer of the... Then you have a problem. Wow, Kasa, you have a problem. Wajé contract, one fan could do some or you see hospital, not any other hospital, a cardiothoracic center. And you are telling me this man is not the right man for the job, then you have a problem. Ebino JJ contract, the yanka, the ebino JJ yanka, sika kodi di nkofo or memete Ghana gas or nyoma ekoso nyina me hu. Yameka die nkofo bi ye ta ye si osufo timi kam de koma omo. Yamra meka na. Mi si Ghana gas wo de hu ye no. Me so mra meka. Omo de omo kika sa se obi JJ contract. Number T in the coming days, media mekana me the record ni evidence aba. Because I was the head of communication for Ghana Gas and I have evidence. In tomo de omo pa omo famra. O de OBJ contract now the one contract. OBJ contract, o de one contract. What kind of dishonesty is this? What kind of me I don't care where me Owusu Bempah been around for a long time. Mo de mo pa mo send mo attack dogs no mo famra omo me chain propaganda me hwe I've been around before most of the boys now mo do omo china omo ye dede no. I've been around for so long a time and I've always been prominent and I've always been around. O just say it me you can't take me out. You can't take me out. O propaganda me ebe aduma because I don't kiss no ass. Me mean kissy politician be ass. Go and find out the ministers on by NPP mu time. Why am I bad OBJ contract? That person should come out and tell me. Say me Owusu Bempah. Say me kisi obi asa. I'm daring them today. It didn't me loud because me I know where I draw my thing from. I know where I draw my largest from. It did not me loud. I don't talk. Me kasake ministers now mo buy and Kufuado or Baku pent me mrabonti meka say me or be me beje contract on order. Omrabonti no meka no for evidence mra. What you say? Enti ye kasa memem ye nyomo a ye tuo musika koka chiro se Owusu Bempah ese no betina social media no kan kwase ase. Menti so dogo bi emabe. Mintie okra na mate lumba de cause mintie na mate. Mintie okra na mate. Now I see descending into the gutter. I want to be descending into the gutter than me. But I don't want to go to that level. We are focused to make Kennedy Japan the president of Ghana. Hey, mo sorry, I na munko attack John Mahama. Why not prevent John Mahama amra second time? Me, na ya muni kroma na me sorry say me sin kete say e kwan bi aso John Mahama ma president. na mo messy up amona obe president we amenko sorry ko attack John Mahama o didi de Mr. John Mahama di wo hene na ko de ni na nya yenya ye be purge ye within the political party and make sure that we get the right leader to lead the NPP and fight the NDC. That is the political strategy. Na me Owusu Bempah na nka wan de bit ma fight the NDC a cheme party ni mba ma ben wo ma obetimi the NDC for this year. But listen, ye nye krokro de John adwuma bi mu. Ye just ye new leader. Ni ehunu the leader no direction or the call. Ghana for ye tie se Ghana for penon. Then we will put our ass on the line to do the right thing to make sure we secure power. And I'm sorry, Anamoto, and Nyoma El Kosu a party muna uti ufie, na Nyoma Bonnie Kosu na untimi featuring car. How do you have the moral high ground to go out there and criticize the NDC? Yes, they are messing up. We know. We believe they are messing up. We know they are messing up. But we don't have the moral high ground to go out there and criticize the NDC. Who born dog? Ghanaians are not stupid. Ghanaians, you do Ghana electricity diagra assemble go the Ghana electricity diagra na ye campaign ani ya adwene say Ghana for kan sidi ni yo munye ni yo de moye no ye kase yo Dr. Baomi ayempe no o ye si ye nyini ni yo o kase no akase no ye die ye wo sisi fiani bi ni ye die chire ni ye campaign. They punished us, our own party people, even rejected us. Yen to abano iti mayen take electrons for granted. Oh yes, sir, you'll be laughing at the wrong side of your mouth. Yen meaning deep. You say we are at a political crossroads. Ghana for here a leader, or yet or what tima, or Jimmy Nipa leader, only baggage. Leader Ghana for person tono as a product. Leader Ghana for you ready to sell and buy him. And I see that in Canada, Japan. A new leader who has got what it takes to change and reinvent the wheel and make NPP great again. So divisive kind of thinking. And I say in baby and Dr. Baomi a flag bearer, Owusu Bempah, Mamo, sa people like Owusu Bempah in Kofobi, Mamon Formon Kahon. No nyame grobe mo a flag bearer. Politics is about numbers. Every number count. Now who's about the pay dimechi? Uni nipa e dimechi. Me can na manfo bi GH ni. Me popularity in this country. Now say oh koye campaign for me kan ho me fa ho be. Me experience amenya e wo politics. Now say oh koye politics. Now you be a very strategic. Will you think like that? I'm sorry. A co-election am will lose so miserably. Now they hear politics. It will take a novice politician to talk like that. Say I come in pay. And people sat down and actually concocted or designed this slogan just to sell it as a political campaign slogan. And we all believe in this gibberish. I am sorry. I felt so sorry and disappointed when I heard that we have something like Akanaepe and everybody is following this. I'm sorry. This is a useless campaign slogan. I'm sorry. Politics. Now, even grand common sense will tell you, say, Sana no awokan. Nipa saying na uwo. Nipa saying obi wa no koto abama NPP because of pension. Adebia you can't say cap the hair cap or haircut asema ofori atade ba ya ese pensioners fosi ka biafa iti lokoto abati ya NPP. This time round no ebi kura na ono no NDC ni anaso ebi ono no okoto because that time ni atoto petrol ebia this time round ma to beto obeka koto ama NDC obede hu. There are so many indicators that works. Obi okra na credibility is a problem. Leadership now the Bible assembly okoka for dollar ho until you want to about my MPP until this time round the leader for ba utra ho kasa akana epe and we all foolishly follow that and we believe that that will work for us? Mira matishoku say oh yeah politics. Even Nkwalan Totofe Wakra Omonte politics as a crowd will never make that slogan. Hey, Akana Epe. Hey, one Professor Mills won an election, and when Akufo-Addo was leading in first round 49 point something percent, 0.99 something percent. We hear just a slim margin to win an election. You call time, Emma, the whole thing changed. Professor Mills won by just 20,000 votes. And or the be president. Akufo-Addo ko ye campaign what time one can say akano 0.1 pay. Because you don't know. Some person who say you know sa akana pay slogan is useless. They should go and check 2008 elections when Akufo-Addo was leading by almost 49.9 something percent. And it took time to change the whole election results. And we are political strategies. Now so now the slogan we bar. You are writing your own political obituary. That is what you are doing. Because it is so dumb for anybody to coin that political slogan. I'm telling you. Akanaipe. When we have our ups and downs, we know the problems. Your problem are the coalition. We know. And we are still working on them. Intermediate. Masemo American yinano. And then Musa dan kwa diabetu jase. NDC force omope Dr. Bawumia. Intino. Say entwa bama Dr. Bawumia. And they know. Na mimi asami jemvia mameka. Yeah, elections. Me didn't go on radio, so and I'll repeat it. He said, yeah, the Dr. Bawumia ba omunye campaign. And they indeed, they didn't do a campaign and they won the elections. Yeah, they die nam usually sisifiano. No, oma din and form. Because they know say the candidate so easy. Easy. Elections. Yeah, kwa batwa. Candidate product na modene corn. He must have a high believability rate that resonate on the minds of the ordinary Ghanaian people or the electorates. Say only believability rate. Ubien wo beto abamano. Mena make a chero. Dr. Bawumia believability rate right now as I'm talking to you and the number 0.137%. Ghanaians find it difficult to trust Dr. Bawumia. They find it very difficult to trust him. What is he coming to tell us? Mi busau. So obey flag bearer, God forbid it will never happen. But obey flag bearer idea no beka. Ghana for bet me a shame crying. Ama be pushy Ghanaian people. Say omuko to abaman. Again, ome kame inti. That he is going to change what the address system in this country. That he is the one who brought the digger mobile uproar interoperability wine when he even refused to give credit to his own boss Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who was the head of the economic who is the head of state and the president of the Republic of Ghana. Enti yem kosuni enunu ye honi ensre say onu kuta ayi oba be church Ghana fom the Ghana fompe. Ghanaian delegates Ghanaian electorates are very sophisticated. NPP amanyoku delegates mun fanshe mwadwini mu na mun take the critical decision that will change your lives forever. Ye kwaji tumi na ye kwaji Ghana for eso mo be ma yitumi Ghana for se mo de Canada Japan ba o mo be ma yitumi de na ye twen fellow delegates eden na ye twen eden na ye twen nti ye hye no so na ye make sure say you be taking the critical decision. A decision a bit changing your fortunes for winning this election. President Muhammad, you are any day we go. Candidates are any ban. Why and our credibility? We share NDC one. We President Muhammad in China. Why our credibility? Why na? Mosi ya tonwa. Kene Japan o tonwa omre. Because Ghanaians know that his candidature is too predictable. Ghanaians want a predictability candidate. Candidate obe sorry anopa. Obe hunu says our candidate we ye de neighbor no ye nim se ono de se wo be ye minister na ye ma wadwuma se koye na kodi sika obe yi wadi. Ghanaians know about Kennedy Japan. Ghanaians know say and some fool entimi mama ne nam Ghana na yete ha na o man ni mu NDC for 2 galamse na NPP for 2 na ye nyina ye 2 na Kennedy Japan hwe as a president under his watch. It will never happen. It will never. He will deal with anybody who deals with galamse. Kennedy Japan leadership now wo say oh yeah corruption and I make Canada me catch them say obia oye dishonest on kanokre on straightforward. He cannot be around Kennedy Japan. And I've always said that because I've been with the man and I know him from so many years ago. I've known Kennedy Japan. And I'm telling you that for a fact. Oye dishonest. Oye obia on kanokre. Oye obia oye kuntuna senioma. Awasem no enko straight. Oye obia we are corrupt. You can never be around Kennedy Japan. Inti, a hono na young problem. Say, oh, Papa, we need man be the president. Na you me say a lie, my Mobu amunye nyame. Kennedy Japan will be president of Ghana because we want sanity. We want trustworthiness. We want to bring sanity to the presidency of the Republic of Ghana. We want to make sure we change the face of our leadership. We want to reinvent the wheel and make Ghana a beacon of hope for Africa. We want to show that Ghana is the black star of Africa. And that leadership is in Kennedy Japan. If you are a young girl and you are hopeless and you think that life in Ghana is a hell because of joblessness, come and get connected because Ken will deliver you and give you job and say yes you can. If you're a young man and you have come out of a university, we graduate, say we are seeing now to Bahama na kotoko na de crow room na wano uko application to application na peduma get connected and ritaso naka che unya na unya so kanche unya na unya so kanche unya say Kennedy Japan will show you the way and create a job opportunity for you for the future. We a businessman. Now business is collapsing because of high economic situation that you find yourself in the country. He understands the business and he can tackle the business and solve your problems for you so that Ghana will become a safe haven for you to do business. That is Kennedy Japan for you. We are sick and tired of theories. We are sick and tired of theories. Theories doesn't put food on the table for us. Ghana for miniano mama yanwene say o my Ghana ya de shimai e brebi ba ya leadership aye wo mu e kwan ya fa so ya chusu leader ya chusu obiabi ya chusu lawyers ya chusu other leaders who free all aspects. We have not tried a businessman before. He came from nowhere. Kennedy Japan came from nowhere. A poor, ascent dumping young man has made life. Me kind of lifestyle now was seeing me. Me can say the papa no baby o free, any baby o baby duya So why don't we give this man a chance to come and run the affairs of this country? Why don't we give him a chance? Why? Fellow delegates, he is an inspiration. Anytime I speak to him, he's an inspiration to me to do better in life. Because Kennedy is an inspiration to the youth who are out there. Where he started, a young village boy from Asindonpim. He had no hope. He had no hope. Ni mama ni papa no money bi. Utimi meki to Adisade College, one of the prestigious boys' schools in the country. Wamfa sheni trimu se ni mama bi wo ska na ni papa bi wo ska. No ni ska for the rubble shoulders. Kennedy fought and made his way to the top and became one of the household names today in our country. From a taxi driver in New York, a dishwasher in Germany, Hamburg, all the way down to become member of parliament for Asindonpim for 16 years. Kennedy is the name. Wabobra amanehu. Ama brabokure hu se wabon. Na sebio yema obi enkono no otimi twa ya edu no otimi ntwa. Mo so no hwe Ghana, we need to take and give a new kind of leadership. Ye ko ye nimu no mre ene bechere. Timinim se delegates yensada yensayam eka se nipa no amode no koya mokoton no Ghana fo anto. Ghana for we need to understand and listen to the ordinary Ghanaian. Again, omoka yepe to me delegates to me in yepe yedi Kennedy kwa Ghana for so many to me be maye bumaye for Kennedy nko ye musaya ho se nipa no no abeka che se nkramufo beto abama no ono ani krom nkramufo ono ana sorefo nkramufo anto abama no. Believability rate. On one be catch say Dr. Baumia de Mudina Bemu idie you ko twinka mofo vote to the amaye. Okoja baby no kan and it's one of his campaign trail. He said it verbatim. Na said you okwa trekwa okwa empanifo de busa be no okwa trekwa oso be ma ntoma tie ni din oye kwa tre no kwa oso be ma ntoma tie ni din. Dr. Baumia be catch say said you Zongo any northern region or the vote ni na bebre meboa. And that it is possible. Say he will win the election for us. It is possible. He made some fantastic speech at that time. University of UPSC. Draw up the policy plan and how he's going to win this election for us in 2024. What happened? I didn't see it. Sebio Ochema Bawu Yenya Buangman Kwankusino, Dr. Baumia. I didn't see ya. It took two quine, not Nechija Pateku, no Popo Kwamu. I didn't see it. Ochema Bawu Yenya Buangman Kwankusino, Ochema Ba, Ochema, Omo Botum Pine, Ochema Ba. Ana obomofo nyenye ochema obomofo abawu ami enya bo anwa nkwankosie no. Zero in all the northern region. What happened? Fellow delegates, munyenwene hu ye me be can say when you zero in all 30 polling stations in the north. They were trying to justify it. How dare you justify that? Dr. Baumia believe in data, and the data doesn't support your candidature to become a flag bearer. Data no support all the data. Missy may there will be also or no or ye analyst omran union 1-to-1. All the data everywhere the data doesn't support. So, Omekanche say you and I were not there. In the northern region, Dr. Bawumia, you and I were not there. So what happened in the northern region? What happened in the Zongo community? You and I were not there. Yensan Gambo, Yensan Fanko. At least, let's be honest to ourselves. Nana do danko Kufuado. Our predecessor, Oni J. Kufo. Omuko elections. Omuko munye Muslims. They never got zero in Zongo community. They never lost all the Zongo communities. Why are we doing this to ourselves, fellow delegates? Mumienye straight to Akufo-Addo, he wasn't a Muslim. He wasn't. But he was able to win some of the Zongo communities. Let's see. So fools like me who make sure. Let's see. Said the fellow delegates know asema make case so mo betase ne sabisi pa ko ni ani ko ni na haban. They know why. They should come and explain to us why Dr. Bawumia got zero. And he lost all the Zongo community. Akufo-Addo, J. Akufo never lost in those areas. J. Akufo, when you look at the statistics, J. Akufo won some of the Zongo communities. Indeed, why do we have to gamble? Because you had the Akufo koi. Yeah, the Akufo-Addo koi, the Dr. Bawumia ko. And what is the reason? Reason is only a reason the amount because we be a basa in the marketability. They can't convince us he's marketable. Okay, he's marketable. Then why didn't he win? Oh, yes, yes, uncle try to be him. Hey, and once try. We cannot gamble with the future of our delegates. We cannot gamble with the lives of the ordinary people. Businessmen, omo. Gan NPP moi ejuma ye ba ye di oma bro selfishness we didn't treat them well, and they have lost a confidence in the NPP. Yes, I'm on for another 16 years because we are gambling with Dr. Bawumia. We should go and gamble with him because we feel say they're not bad. Yes, I'm finding him. You're the neighbor winning. Is that what we are saying? You didn't buy obese winning because you do be about 3 times in the environment. Are we serious? When the ordinary Ghanaian people, Oma shenenim, no ma twetian. You have a deficit. Akufo-Addo left a foundation of 6.7 million votes. And ujamae. Dr. Bawumia Elkono no waja 4.3 million. Check out the difference. I didn't see here. Nobody can explain it to you. Okasa ni di watem. Okasa na atem di na no be solve problem no. One ka just atem di solve problem. Do we have a real problem? Dr. Bawumia has a baggage. Let's go and find out. And Penifosi, upusu no mumu anatenenka. And I make catch us a Professor Okwe committee. You know, I am daring anybody, including Miami own brother, Justin Fribourg, good you say, obey ya doom. No, the Professor Okwe committee report na beto abonting. The baggage of Dr. Bawumia was spelled out in Professor Okwe committee. It was spelled out clearly. Indeed, who are we deceiving? Why are you deceiving? No? Abysmal performance will be there. What I say? Who are we deceiving? Unprecedented NPP history. A bit see the candidate be anywhere. What Bombay elections a change Dr. Bawumia. Now, MPCB or Omudidi Achira, Omo declaration. I'm sure one of them is some politicians are names a leadership, our consequence. Leader over fan the betre, the consequence of the direction that you want to go. See, I could talk about MP, maybe MP, na mako contest Asante Achim North. Na me a candidate. Na ye bobo resource no nyamae na se bibibu so mankala otwenberi ate kore mu ne bra bebo me resource nyamae ye twen se resource no nam kwan mu a eba na ye hwea mani abre a megina mani hu chancho ancho ye declare presidential resource wa na leader no o twen wo de no ano na ono aba abonten less than 24 hours no aba be declare say on the wagiatum na NDC for the Patriotic Party as a candidate who put my life in danger because of your own selfish interest, and you want me to go and vote for that leader? Hey, MPs sometimes me show more no more mystery. At that time, we a candidate, your life is in danger. Your candidate has put you in danger. First time I met Ghana political history, I mean, say leader Biababeji about Watum. When leave ni crew and answer the followers into limbo for the first time. Me who be there. When the catch was say, your co-election now, it's just all about going to concede elections. Yeah, diplomacy behind the scenes, conceded election. Diplomacy can even calm down your supporters and make sure say every vote, when you go and read 48 laws of power, every leader carry along his people. You carry them along. You don't leave them in the middle of the deep blue sea. No. But in 2024, what do we see? If we your friend is saying MPs baby, oh, and I media me declare my doctor, will be any problem. But the delegates are not stupid, you know. You cannot think that you are a leader and you are an MP and therefore what you say is what your people will do. See, was our power now. What happened in 2024 elections should remind us that this time round elections have become so complicated. You're serious as a people. What do I say? Into fellow delegates, Monjo 2024, you see here. Leader no ani edi na gia ye kono. Me sorry anopa. Me ma me be frame say be say mo prabera no o consider defeat. I was shocked to the core. I was so astonished. I was so surprised. That is why Basintale and his boys got out and took advantage. And Ablukumanov, ye sit in the IFSM no. If you anka leader no to no was and Ablukumanov Kebeya. And the same very own people start talking. When Owusu Bempah decided, say, oh, we are going into Muhammad's house at that year, at that time, say, corruption on Airbus, we are going to talk about our own very own people. They didn't understand because of their political strategies. People don't understand. I knew what Basintale and his people were planning for that elections, and that we wanted to test them and know what they have in store. And eventually it was manifested in 2024. You saw it in your naked eyes. Eti ye see Kennedy akumpre kwa Japan and ye pen. Ghana forcing me kanchira because me every average person or grassroots are Ghana for ne kasa ye me Owusu Bempah. A lot of people speak to me. High profile people, the ordinary people on the street, people on the ground. Ashanti region and the base and the heartbeat of the NPP. And I have that kind of people out there who speak to me every day. Monfa Kennedy Japan mra yebetua banamam. It's got nothing to do with anything. Why are we being a sobrache? Kennedy is the big deal for us. If we want to win this election 2024, he is the man. He has seen it all. Munkona mkobusa members of parliament omotio. Me Kennedy de me ne ebibia. Munkona mkobusa members of parliament omotio. Ewo parliament say any committee bia wo de Kennedy Japan beto so. So we MP na wo throw report na committee no ba nanim na wonye apt on your figures, you onye apt on anything that you are doing now, but chit chatty, and you know what, you'll be in trouble. They should go and ask the chief executive officer of Ghana Gas. They will tell him when he come and sit in board meetings and your market in Japan, the questions will be, it will shock you. Very meticulous. People think that Papa no Kasa. Who told you? There are other side of Kennedy Japan that you people don't know. And yet they read these speeches. They just say the man is so deep and very intelligent. He paid a particular attention to details. Mena make a sure ne. Opa kofa pepe bina ko chochu bibi guzona Kennedy ama wa dwuma seye na chochu bibi na fa begina Kennedy Japan nim na toto papa so na hade. Busa the campaign team for they will tell you. Kennedy will look into your face and tell you, my friend, go and get your figures right before you come here. What are we doing to ourselves? Ghanaians need a new leader. A leader, a bit more trusting, say at least when the man he will bring discipline in Ghana. Ghana, we are sick and tired of indiscipline. Indiscipline. And go for the camp. Yes, so be nipa ba ko for kasa obi ankasa. Ubetimi de saba Kennedy Japan e camp. Ubetimi aba bedin se hunu. Hey, you born dog. You can't. I say don't pay my brand here. On chema. E ma bedin se hunu. On chema. And that's what me Owusu Bempah, me I was brought up in a disciplined home. So me believe in that kind of leadership. Obi oni me bi abeka chiro. I believe in that kind of leadership. And you'll be all the rhetorics, mere rhetorics. Kennedy will discipline you. He will discipline you right there. You take it right there. Bubusa, ombekachiro. Ghana for here leadership or ye discipline. Editina na yo mto omusi mafe Rollins. Ghana for Afi Rollins. Editina omukasa. They are talking about the leader. Okuta that kind of craziness to do something to change the face of our lifestyle. Ghana for are yearning for that. Ghanaians are calling for that. NPP mumi emfasa ama Ghana for. Mumi emfasa ama Ghana for. Indiscipline is becoming the order of the day in Ghana. BBI the OBI the open oye obi mo bi chemso obi leadership wa unim say in the world we are simon you will leaders be wa the minute ubohu omo presence ubohu omo leadership qualities ubeti omo din. When the name Kennedy Japan is mentioned, what comes into mind? Honesty, truthfulness, discipline. Mewa. What about Dr. Bawumia? What comes into mind when they mention his name? What comes into mind? Digitalization. Digitalization. No. Digitalization. Came long time. We are talking about values that human beings believe. Human being values. Values were here, Juma. Obianim said no kre. Oh, be dia temwa ene solve problem no. Values a Ghana for gidie. Eye Ghana for ne ekogi tumi afri omo. Ye nkonkogi mfri obi ho. Ye koji afri Ghana for. Enti wo no uto anansesem na obodondo na wawo sa. Eye wawo semwa. Odi ase, bu beti ne beba. Odi opa GH na kofa Dr. Bawumia bra 20 times. Ghana for will show you your smoothness level. Because Ghana for him say they want a leader obetime discipline omo. Leader obetime akase ene ochina medem opasisi ama Dr. Bawumia enkojina Independence Square niemfa Kennedy Japan nkojina Independence Square na Dr. Bawumia nkase obetime ma milk obie pipe wa milk be pie maba na Kennedy Japan so can the same thing. Ghana for be Kennedy Japan wedi say ono Kennedy Japan wasi obet mama Ghana pipe no milk aba na Dr. Bawumia so nka say Ghana pipe no ye bia milk beba na why ready Ghana for be ginedi believability rate opa. I am just telling you the fact. Trustworthiness. He can look, can a debate me look into the eyes of the Ghanaians and tell them, Ghana for me buy ye see kasamu yo, after na me be create jobs. It munya botre na me create a juma mamu. Me ye ni say, bibi e be si bi oni Ghana for be din ye, o me chantro bia anchi obia. Obia nim say at least papa we okano kore. Inti ye tu abama no ye nim say no kredi be ye juma. That is what the Ghanaian people are looking for. And your NPP, your own candidate. We are not going out there to elect a presidential candidate for ourselves. We are going to elect a presidential candidate that we will take him out there and win an election that the ordinary Ghanaian people should buy. Until let's not toy with ourselves. Let's make a critical decision. Critical decision that will change the face of Ghanaian politics forever. Na minim se, enye nkomhyefo no kwa na eka. Onyankopon asakra wiem dada. Onyankopon asakra wiem se de meka no. Ene kanye ba omi ankrofo ebia secretly omo frefre ye no bi eka Ernest Owusu Bempah yenya abotre na omo ne ye na ekọ omo nim se de omo ye no omo nim de omo ye. Enti no sebi mpreduasa yempe yentem kuchu na they will come and join us after na me say yes, there is hope at the end of the tunnel, because oman kasa na nim say the candidate will not sell. They know say the candidate will not give them power. They know that Dr. Bawumia is not a candidate yedene kwa Ghana for betom. Why? Why? Na na me hwene o mabia na ye mesre. You see, yes, a political party already yakwa elections. Delegates muntio yakwa elections. Elections na yakwa ye no. Enkufobi enim say you serious issues with your leader no. Baby ojina ni gidi a owo ewo nesum ene nyoma. Then after elections I lose so miserably. Then one person onu ye supposed supporter of me person be because I don't want to give people credit. Onu jina o chabo one of the prominent clergy Ghana ha obia buno esfereno ye chabono ye antise that leader no ono no supporter no edi sanse hunu no watimi quarrel out about disassociating no ana obeka bibi etia. So person who say there's a doomsday ahead of us when we pick one candidate. The consequence is very troublesome, worrying. Say it me trusting Super Donka Williams, one of the finest bishops. Onimunyam niya mi kwa me kasa no nkra mi suro se metimi kwa biema no aka asemfo bi atia papa we na yetimi de ni gina in the name of NPP ni a super papa we. Then we want Christian to vote for us. We want that leader to win an election for this country. Hey, I feel so sad. That is why I knelt down and begged Duncan Williams. Yeah, Papa Duncan Williams. Me sa te akonya bue faso biem se bebia ye tie bia. Me sre se papa uku to dwani na bompa ya kayen firebone cheyen papa yinim sebi ye ntotofe wafo a yinim sunsumu nsem na papa ye bunko to dwe e pa o chobiem se susukruwa biara o yaudie biara o haw biara ye katrema akwatia wo nam candidate bi so ma sa de we bai ye ti papa fache men ninkrofobi echi emfa NPP muti mukan papa Minim se uye ni papa, uye onyame ni po, onyame di for ne. Onyame na anointed to watch over this nation, Papa Duncan Williams. And we believe and trust in you. Ti papa, you bunko to dwe pa ucho. Acho pa soon eni papa mi de minyakura na kama ba wani ma beda fom asu agu na so. Boni bia NPP ayo bia fache. No Yankopon ebe hye wani munyam. Onyame ahye wani munyam dada. Ba bia wode wagina bapon gina peso. Eni wani munyam efata dada papa. Wani munyam kron dada. Enye ne eno bi ba be kan bibia tia wo. Ye di Canada Japan wachi die ye judi. Ye nim de obetumi aye. Onyame and anointed to watch over this nation, and we believe in that. Sebi aprosi from penifo sebi yanu yemu bia no atia mo ye de achopa kese e na eba mamu penifo atoto urofo a muka egba mu you see sebi akokoba etiaba ne nkumba yenim se oba adwunsogu na so a achopa na ye de ba yenim se mu betie no asopam na mo ba ye yadom. Kennedy is on a mission. The mission, one of the cardinal principles of a leader, is to discipline his followers. And Kennedy Japan will not allow me Owusu Bempah me si me dinachi say me ko di osophobia temogana no ma me ninachi obepam me e kira. And this is the kind of leaders that we are looking for. He will call a spade and crack the whip when it's necessary. Inti Ghana for share leadership are here churning out in this country. Ghana for share the kind of leaders are ye baby yi ewo NPP. They see a dikoku ichinema. Leader said you omum dinechi din se hua ontimi crack the whip and tell them to be disciplined. Who told you said Duncan Williams don't have followings? It will be suicidal on any politician who is right thinking to go and allow his followers to insult Duncan Williams, a prominent man of God who has so much followings. Apart from NTT, I see me kika do for touch not the anointed and do that prophet no harm. Whether so finyami o so finyami o media me gidi so yo nyami nipa una unyinia fa show them naka. Na sa papa we not to take dark a word mills papa and munyamfo yi o ye Christoni papa penny on a tete isud anabanom on or tete papa ye and munyamfo ba ku ye osofu penny wo Ghana hai en penny fo toto wa sofu chenchire fo mo Ghana papa yi Duncan Williams and a tete o munya papa otimi man nsa so tie mu manyankopon tenene onso no feren ni ya sorry no pay yesin aduasam yensan ya super sofui okruma because there's no moral high ground in this country. Na sabi o yeti society mu na ye nimpanifo a etuyefo a ebede no man no yetima chichiro man yenso yesi ye man ye kwan ne mechichiro man ni ye bechichiro man na se ye hunu de ye ene de nya me Owusu Bempah me share me politics. I've never attacked any man of God in this country because I know that is not the way to go. Me Owusu Bempah, I will never attack any high profile person in this country. Say me yes sir, na enye ade papa. Me I will criticize you, but I will not insult you. That is the difference. Upa go and check. That is where people compare origins. Me I have never insulted a high profile person. Na me do ato pin. Me bida. I criticize. And that's the difference. They say to me, I'm criticizing Dr. Bawumia. I respect him. I love him. He's a high profile person. But I believe that Dr. Bawumia is not the right candidate to lead the NPP. And the facts are there. I don't know any insult. Intimi didn't attempt because baby I would drew me and if you anka me pay. Intimi didn't attempt. That's the difference. Intimi shenoso. You how you be see me measured in the way we do our things. Try to get yourself involved. Na bibia ye biam ehun de be. Nti o my Ghana fo me nsemo a me de atu dwa no eno ano no. Minim se onyankopon ni nyansem no wa odi ni Kennedy Japan already. Minim se Kennedy akompraku Japan would definitely emerge the flag bearer and the president of the Republic of Ghana, inshallah. 2026, Kennedy will become the president of the Republic, the flag bearer of the new Patriotic Party. Delegates, asudie kesiye da yeso. Say, ye the products, ako, yamana kwenya, se penny ye kurami, yamana kwenya, infiem pori dunsia. Say, on tone won chere Ghana for. Penny yenim ni product, yenim na deban, yenim die all ye, yamana opportunity. Atono, yadine koto Ghana for yenim say yen tono Ghana for and top. We shouldn't make that mistake. Onu ankasa Dr. Bawumia onim say Ghana for MPS be a president. He knows that. He knows that. He believes that. That's why he coined a campaign slogan, it is possible. He knows that it was impossible because of the line where he stands. And it's a problem because campaign and politics and elections are numbers. It's a number game. It's a number game. And every vote counts. Every vote counts. Nti, the Americano, intimi mase, yekotoaba, ni nimse sirim ho, problem ho, two tribes are at loggerheads with each other. Our candidate comes from one tribe, and we want to gamble and present that candidate because we feel say he is the one that we should say. Because one vote to cry mesi na kusasi ni ba kokra nto aba amayeya. We have lost. We have a deficit. We have to accept that fact. Why are we running away from that? Why should we want to gamble with that candidate? Candidate no ba omo ya musi kede Japan kansem and until you lose election. Candidate or kansem pa ma NPP lose election pa ya Dr. Bawumia. Obekachire Ghana fo nyina say wa local CD no e di key na ma IGP ato ho. Inti CD no nya dia ebekọ sura koso ne akoso tena. Ade chi na CD na tipraka. Na nenam 18. Ghana fo doesn't trust him again. O kan asem a Ghana fo nyini. O te cabinet meeting asio. Now o sitting president e wo na election day ya increase fuel a o se na woni nwohwe. Now how does Ghana trust you with the highest leadership? Say first year now. One abekan you the highest position in Ghana. A vice president, president you are now we see serious statement like this say unye aware. Is it a lie or lie no? Ukasana Ghana for even though be a kind of go, but Ghana for don't believe it. Believability rate. Omufu se kene Japan ko beka se oh me aware na ye wo ba na me no mo nya adwene. Eh different. Believability rate. Dr. Bawumia, how do you go out there and justify that to the ordinary people? How do we go out there and explain to them? A serious matter. Ghana for want to hear. And here now beka. Hinti ye pa. Yintase ne se abesipani kuni na haban. Na delegates. Ochinebi. President Kufuor was it's better to be a boy in a party in government than to be a general secretary in opposition. Abysmal performance in the history of NPP politics. 2024 elections. A Zongo man was a candidate. He lost all the Zongo communities except Winneba Zongo. How do you convince me that that candidate will be overturning the abysmal performance in the Zongo community? A Muslim. First time in the history of NPP, you elected a Muslim to become the flag bearer of the new Patriotic Party. He lost miserably in all the Muslim settlers in the country. First time of picking a northern candidate to lead the NPP. First time. Facts are clear. He went out there, he lost so abysmally in the northern part of the country. In fact, the candidature, all the 6 northern regions he lost everywhere. The candidate votes, all the statistics, it was the most abysmal performance in the history of NPP in the northern region. So how do we go out there and tell us that Dr. Bawumia can overturn this fortune, overturn this abysmal performance and make it better for us? And so we should try him again. And that candidate is better, and we are convinced that we should take him and we'll win that elections for us in 2028. When NDC is trying to correct the mistakes, mess it up. So the optics is not only about even a Newman Kiting. It's about the candidate and the individuals that we are going to elect them and put them there to lead the engine of the political party. How do we? My President Rollins can't say me. Na me come Ghana of what? We don't use emotions to judge what is right from wrong. Who use emotions are more emotional. Because who didn't facts oh, you are too emotional, you start insulting. And just sit down and have a sober reflection. Think. Papa no also you're not enough. Into obeji nothing vote. A dear the see se BBC pa na mugidi se BBC na madam se mumi ankoshe Professor Okwe committee report madam se obi afa report no na nhwe de wom se enkofobi entokwa esie nuanom a womo yenim se yenua kusasifo ene mampusifo won tokwa na a political party yesi ye pe power yenuanom kusasifo beto aba mampusifo so beto aba ni akofa candidate to free another tribe or but that means automatically we've lost the other vote from the other side automatically. It's automatic. So no Bawumia, no vote. No. What in a bar? They will lose miserably because the Kusasi people are not going to vote for him. It's a fact. It's a fact. Because it's never ending. Tiemon paye, ema ye ho. Na Nyankopon ema ya adwene. Aye, the bedwene akwa echire deep pa. The man is innocent but is a victim of circumstance. And there's nothing anybody can do about that. There's nothing anybody can do about that. There's nothing. There is nothing anybody can do about that. Nobody's attacking anybody. But it's a fact. Why should we use emotions to judge what is right from wrong? There are key fundamental issues that we need to deal with. And that is it. What do you say? Timidasi. Ghana for nyina ye do biase. the best candidate to handle the NPP and take NPP from a political wilderness is Honorable Kennedy Akompreko Ejapon. Kennedy is a shining example of, and he represents every Ghanaian out there. Umientu abanuma Kennedy Akompreko Ejapon. I mean, him say, unyameti asidi Kennedy eba be president, eba be the flag bearer on 31st of January 2026. Kennedy will emerge as a flag bearer. No amount of machinations will work. Matiti, so yeah, planning on the D-Day, yeah, be mafia tactics and juma. Because as you see, Bana Jugruma no be apuma twediashe ntumam. Ebena mibu no muntie niye. Mo amaya madwene say mo be planning kululu ebini ade this time round no muni the system support. You don't have the establishment support. You don't, because uni DC bia ona DC, you know, any police commander, any obia kwa kopopo no ma ye mo ya ebema mu showdown. Ebema mu showdown. Because we are going to make sure that all our cameras and body counts are all activated across the country. Unless you ever told of thinking will be a smoothness level, and Kennedy will win these elections. Indeed, Obia why not gonna say, oh, person will start here machinations be, and now your delegates will go them, delegates will go to Obama way and go for to Obama way. No, one shall say revise him nose. What you say? Akompreko no di animu no or a leader. Yet the one year rehearsals for 2028. Yet the way the rehearsal for 2028. We will activate everything and make sure that this election it will be free and fair. You'll be winning or winning. Ye believe we say ya ton ya mama delegates. Delegates na se so madwene. Or when him say Kennedy ni de ne ba ye be winning these elections. What do you say? Intino, yet ye are ready. Say ye ton yensem, a corona can yensem actually. Ubienwa ye desperate. The issue about Mo Sune, Sanyo Manyoman almost or Omakan about Kennedy Japan is a Kennedy Japan a traitor. One a traitor. Mrs. Ansem Namoki Kamunyayo. Then someone a war, Yempessia bear attack you biao. Ye pay unity. Kennedy, we need you people from the other side. So we don't want to go into that tangent. We don't want to go into that tangent. It will share no so. Namunya is I am Pia to Hunu Amotototono. So what I say, Neum say, Ken is going to win. He's going to win these elections. Osoro Akasa, Nasasia Akasa. Kennedy is going to be the next flag bearer of the new Patriotic Party and go on to become the president of the Republic of Ghana. Inshallah. Onyame akasa ewie akasa. Nothing can stop it. Into obi awa na dwene say oba be starte kululu, oba be ye bibia di problem beba, obi ba be ye bibia, obi create problem na ye mafia, ni be ye tactics, ni be ye say na o polling agent gina wa, na obi abe pa ne sum, no afa ne wadi adwuma. Menuanom obi a waje wa plan sa de no won kan koda kra sa tactics no old mafia tactics no ye koye nim chesa. Kennedy is the man to beat. What you say? Inti mesrew ye hye no so na ye hu ekwan a ye de nioma befa so na ye nyina as a party no ye nye nioma papa wo ye youth na wo party mu a fa 31st we are delegates for 31st January as a day of a reckoning, a day of salvation, a day that you are going to make sure that you go and vote for Honorable Kennedy Japan and make sure say you protect the ballot. Every vote count that day. Make sure that that is going to be a day a bit changing the face of NPP. Until we are delegate. Now, anywhere you find yourself, make sure that election way is a lifetime election. This election, 31st January, is a lifetime election. It's an election that is a do or die. election. It's an election that will make sure, say, we change the status quo. It's a grassroots election. Grassroots for mo na mo yesi ahini to ahini. Mo na mo kase empunu a empunu. It's not about those at the top. It's about you. Kennedy stands for you. So you must come out and make sure, say, you make a difference. Come out in your numbers boldly and make a statement. Intelligence reporter yenya any plans meetings omu ye nyina de omu ankrofo na dota ba omu ankrofo no omu akoye meeting na no ma be ka che we are very, very aware of the problems and yoma omu ye any plans omu fa nyina eni ukura ni nyina omu ankrofo na asema di kan ka che say omu ankrofo no bebre si omu nyini ni so betima win election tino omu de omu ho keke because of enyoma nkitikiti bi omu nya free o into omu de omu ye ready say they will make him a president of Ghana. Intino, omudi na chikeke. Omwa Dr. Bomiankofona binebekache. Every day they are giving us first-hand information. So we believe in that. And we are working hand in hand with them. But the yeka, and they say, those are my hardliners. My say they want to create problems. They want to create confusion. They want to change certain things. Ye pepi so NPP mom ye pasumdwe na party net imagine na naso I say repeat it. Those who think say ne o na Kennedy Grofo omo attack Mahama omo attack, we don't have the moral high ground. We don't have the moral high ground. And then young Grofo be bring ko kan galamsi wansem o ko kan say Ebrana Mahama war abamu 2020, way 2016, 2012 deba. They used Galamsey omo messy Ghana up. And we had an opportunity 2016 to change things. President Akufo-Addo came out and said he put his presidency on the line. Yeah, na bebre we to Galamsey allegedly. Bebre, why are we lying to ourselves? The Ghanaian people know, man at society, they know. So and now sorry no pass and cobrari into who kwakosa eidi akwako jina nkobra akokan bibia che o Ghana for nyiwuni. Unless we purge ourselves to the kind of leaders Ghana for be who say womu ye nyoma beboa ma Ghana jina ne naso. That is where Ghanaians will have a believability rate for us. It yenche so ni understanding Ghanaian politics is very sophisticated. We cannot sit down and think that everything is just the way we think it is. No. In terms of Ghana for him say is so chair to mo ejiwia Brenna so say me di me dwumadie no beba na wiye na mesan ba na maba beto so maka nsem bebre na minim say obetase ne service panico na haban na on the 31st of January Mako akuyi Kennedy akompreko berema ba Japan no aba beye the flag bearer and then go on to win the election to become the president of the Republic of Ghana. Thank you.